Well, let me laud the President for choosing a very unpopular path to save this country, Madam Speaker. Many people would wish to choose to fool wananchi or to fool the people of Kenya and become very popular. But then the President has chosen to be a very truthful man by
Order, Madam Speaker.
It's out of order.
Is Honorable Ngeleche in order to say that the President has chosen unpopular path? What path is unpopular?
You know, this is a house of debate, Honorable Adams Kipsanai. She has just started. So give her an opportunity to debate. You may
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Kindly forgive my colleague because he feels that he should have exhausted his minutes of debate. Madam Speaker, the unpopular path I was explaining is many people would like to be told lies, or many people would want to be sugar-coated. Mr. President has chosen not to subsidize consumption, but rather production. To some people at the beginning is so unpopular. In the end of it all, Madam Speaker, the fruits will be enjoyed, and it will be a very truthful way of dealing with Kenyans, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, in the beginning, people wanted him to subsidize the price of unga, but he chose to do the subsidy of production by ensuring that farmers are empowered to produce more food. Madam Speaker, what I'm happy is this year we are going to realize that we can even manage our own population by providing food to the population, because since the fertilizer was subsidized, Madam Speaker, there is a bump harvest in the country, Madam Speaker. I want to echo the President, or I want to appreciate his subsidizing the fertilizer to farmers, and also by ensuring that other farmers like the fish farmers, Madam Speaker, have been also given an opportunity to do their farming well, Madam Speaker. In his speech, Madam Speaker, he told us of how he is planning, or how the Ministry of Fisheries is setting up 22 new fish landing sites in 9 counties in the Nyanza and the Coast region. Madam Speaker, this will not only ensure that we can supply ourselves with food, but also will provide the farmers with income, because there are people who used to depend with fishing, but as the fish farming had since gone down because of lack of support from the previous government, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, in the issue of security, I am one of those people who can attest that the President has really tried in the North Rift. I come from Elgeyo Marakwet, where we've been crying, and every time, Madam Speaker, I've been talking about banditry, but for the past 6 months, we have indeed started realizing that we have a new government in place. We have people in Kerio Valley have started living like other people in Kenya. People can now do their day-to-day operations without so much interference. All this is because of the intervention of the President, Madam Speaker, by ensuring that he went out of his way to even deploy the KDF to help the police in the Kerio Valley. Madam Speaker, I also want to support him in the issue of housing, Madam Speaker. It has not only provided employment to our youth in this country, Madam Speaker, but also we realize that mama mbogas and those people who have really been doing their business in unfavorable environment have got 400 markets across the country, and now the mama mboga, who is the bottom-up economy, has a very decent place where they can transact and conduct their businesses, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, also on the issue of Hustler Fund, it has not only provided for...
Thank you, Member for Elgeyo Marakwet. The Honorable Kitilai Olentutu, Member for Narok South.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. On behalf of Narok South, I rise to comment on the maiden state of the nation address delivered recently by His Excellency the President at Parliament Building. The